Hello YouTube, and this is OMG got a banana, about to do a League of Legends Veigar tutorial. So through this tutorial you'll learn his abilities, his masteries, his runes, his summoner spells, and his items. Veigar is a caster and very squishy. If Veigar is well played, he could easily drop anyone in 2 seconds with his combo, especially late game against other AP champions, but we'll get into that later. Alright, so let's go through his abilities. So first is Equilibrium. That's his Veigar's passive. So Veigar's mana regen is increased by 0.5% for each 1% of mana missing. It's an alright passive, but I've seen better, but it's pretty solid when you're missing mana in a desperate situation. So Veigar's first ability is called Baleful Strike. It's a single target ability, and the cool thing about it is that when you kill a minion or enemy champion, you get 1 ability power. His second ability, so his W, is called Dark Matter. After 1.2 seconds of placing the spell, it does a massive amount of AoE damage. Veigar's third ability is Event Horizon. It does a K wherever he places it, and if enemy champions or enemy minions hit it, they will be stunned for 2 seconds, as you can see on this Twisted Fate. It's pretty good third ability, especially in team fights. And finally, his R, so his ultimate, is called Primordial Burst. It's a single target spell, and it deals a massive amount of damage, which uses 100% of Veigar's ability power and 80% of the target's ability power. So this is why Veigar is very good at eliminating late game mages. As you can see here in the laning phase, I'm in mid against Anivia, and pretty much what I'm trying to do is farm and by getting AP, so using my first skill, so my Q, to last hit minions, so I get 1 ability power for each kill. Alright, for my masteries I like to go 10, 0, 10 for the Enhance Ignite, because I like to use Ignite as my summoner spell as well as Flash, but you could also use Ghost or Teleport instead of Ignite for better situations to run away or to place yourself better for attacking someone, but I like to have that extra 10 ability power once that Ignite is on cooldown. The 20 is for the better experience and extra mana regen, because you will need it when you are farming early game with your Q. For late game purposes, then you'll be invincible. Alright, for my runes, I selected my reds as Mage Penetrations, my yellow as Mana Regen, and my blue as AP per level. My quints, I go flat AP, but some people like to go flat health for better survivability for early game, but I like more AP because your Q will need help early game to farm, because it's not very strong to last hit minions with. Alright, so items. I strongly recommend to take Deathfire Grasp as your first item. I always rush it because it is your 5th ability, because it will deal 30% of your target's current health, which is amazing for nukes. The second item I recommend get Sorcerer Shoes for enhanced money Mage Penetration. Third item I recommend is Rabadon's Death Cap for the big amount of flat AP as well as the passive of 30% extra ability power. Fourth item I recommend Reli's Crystal Scepter for the flat amount of ability power, the flat amount of health, and also the unique passive where it slows down your enemy when you cast a spell on them. As a 5th item, I recommend Archangel Staff for mana issues. Also, you can get the Archangel Staff before the Rabadon's Death Cap, but I recommend it as 5th item because that's when you'll need it the most, because in team fights you'll be spending your abilities as much as you can. So that's for that. And as your 6th item, depends how the game's going. If it's a pretty tight game, I recommend Banshee's Veil for more survivability and that shield. But if you're winning and destroying, I recommend just the Void Staff for the Abyssal Scepter. When you're soloing mid with Veigar, it's very important to keep your distance with the enemy champion, because Veigar has one of the worst starts in the game, except at level 6 of course. Then he becomes very good. But as you can see, this Anivia can easily destroy me, so I try to dodge her skill shots, and then it's pretty fine. When you're soloing mid with a champion, always remember to call your MIs and look in other lanes for MIs, because you can get easily ganked, especially by their jungler. Veigar's a very late game champion because of his weak start, but after farming a lot, he should get a lot of ability power, even though he doesn't have that many great items. He's very easy shut down, so if you have a good team, you should do good, but if you don't have a good team, GG man. In most games, gotta be careful because Veigar is focused a lot early game to shut down, because if he is shut down early game, he is completely useless late game. In the team fight, you don't want to initiate first, so as you can see, our tank initiated as he was supposed to. Then I jumped in, I flashed, I killed the Cassiopeia, and we move in to win. This game was a 4 versus 5, our Kale had to leave, but that's fine, we still won. As you can see, Veigar I think did a big difference in this game. As you can see, he dropped the Morgana instantly, even though I had my allies to help me. My ult can deal 2/3 of her health right now. So pretty much we eliminate the inhibitor and we're gonna win. So overall, I think Veigar is a pretty stable champion. I don't think he's OP, I don't think he's underpowered. He's very situational, so if he has a good start, pretty much GG for the other team. If he has a terrible start, GG for your team. But that's almost as every other champion. So this was OMG the Banana for his first tutorial. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't like it, well, thanks for watching anyways. And there will definitely be more videos coming in the future. So thanks guys and have a nice day.